Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on 7th Thirumurai, 17th Thiruppathikam, Thirunavalur. In this we are continuing with the 5th verse. The 5th verse goes this way. உம்பரார் கோனைத்தின் தோள் முறித்தார் உரித்தார் களிற்றை செம்பொன்னார் தீவண்ணர் தூவண்ண நீற்றரோ ராவணத்தால் எம்பிரானார் வண்ணை நல்லூரில் வைத்தென்னை ஆளும் கொண்ட நம்பிரானார் கிடமாவது நம் திருநாவலூரே. This particular verse talks about two Puranas. The first Purana is from Dakshin, the pyre that Dakshin was conducting. We all know the story, right? Basically what he did was he just ignored Lord Shiva, and even in spite he was his son-in-law. Daksha's son-in-law was Shiva Peruman, yet what he did was he just ignored Shiva. Because of ignorance, what else, right? And then he conducted his pyre and all his tapas or whatever we call it, penance basically. And Lord Shiva came in the form of Veerabhadran, and he just made sure that he destroys the entire pyre over there. That historical event or Purana is mentioned in the first line. But it's not mentioned as the entire Daksha's pyre, but rather just only one incident from there, where Lord Indra lost his shoulders, or rather broken shoulders. You have to be more precise. His shoulders were broken, that's it. The second incident in the first line itself, the second incident which Nambi Arurar is mentioning is about the elephant, which we all know Lord Shiva just deskinned the elephant and he wore it as his own dress, because elephant is taken as an analogy. It is not the literal elephant that we are talking about, rather it's a metaphor to talk about our Arnavam. Arnavam is ignorance, which is huge, massive, and at the same time it is dark in color. So it just camouflages everything. That is the reason elephant is taken as a metaphor for ignorance, and Lord Shiva just tears it, deskins the entire elephant, which means that whatever we have, our Arnavam has been deskinned, right? So, or we have to ask for that as our request in our prayers. So that incident has been documented in the first line itself. After that he says Lord Shiva's color, if you look at Lord Shiva, he has a beautiful color, reddish color. That's why he says he's in the form of the color he has is golden, and at the same time like a fire. And that kind of Lord Shiva, he's also wearing or rather he's having ashes, holy ashes on his entire body. And that Lord Shiva came in, he just showed only one particular document and he owned me. He took control of me, he enslaved me just by one single document, like a contract, right? So that was this comes as an autobiography again, and he says this kind of our leader resides in the place called as Thirunavalur. And that concludes the 5th verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam.